numbers, and welcome to Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
Sure. And welcome to our new series called Now We Know, where we go back and rewatch trailers to see if they actually tell us what actually happened in the movie.
Right. Or, yeah, whatever. We know now what we know, and did they show us then what we didn't know?
What we didn't know. and kind of maybe the evolution of trailers as we go along. We started with Iron Man, the first Iron Man. We're going to do the MCU. Now we're on to Incredible Hulk, which everybody forgets is the actual second movie that came out in the MCU.
Right, like 2-3 months later.
Yeah.
Super quick because they were two different studios.
Right. So this was in association. Universal was actually are the rights holders to the Hulk and all the stuff that goes around the Hulk, which is why they haven't done a Hulk standalone with Mark Ruffalo, is because Universal owns the rights, and unlike Sony, they're not willing to play games.
Right.
They're not willing to
play ball
too much.
Play ball.
They can use the character. They can't do his own. They have the distribution rights, and it's legal. Blah blah blah. But this is the second movie in the MCU, Phase 1. So we are interested to see, because this is probably the one MCU movie we don't know super well.
Yeah,
we've watched it. We've seen it a couple times.
Yeah, I've probably seen it maybe 3 times, not over and over again. It's not in our MCU collection.
It's the only thing we don't have.
Yeah.
I have to put it on my Zia list whenever they reopen Zia. So here we go. The Incredible Hulk. And go. See? Universal.
I've been alone for a long time. Not because I want to be, but because until I solve this problem, I have to be.
Your target is a fugitive from the U.S. government who stole military secrets.
This is a location.
I don't know why we don't watch this movie more. It's got a bunch of our favorite people.
Yeah.
Take him.
They went everywhere.
Yeah.
Property of the U.S. Army.
You have to get as far away from me as you can. Go! There are aspects of my personality that I can't control.
Target is in the overpass.
What, we a minute into the trailer? Still haven't shown the Hulk?
No.
It's very dangerous to be around.
It's also in
me.
the movie they do that.
Yeah.
Hulk angry.
He's going in.
The scene is actually really cool in the movie.
That it? Is that all you got?
Nope.
They want it as a weapon, and if we let it go, we will never get it back.
So if you're taking another crack at him, I want in.
I could probably arrange something like
It's
that.
going to end badly.
Yep.
You ready?
Yeah, let's even the playing field.
This is how we get Abomination.
Are you telling me another one of your Bioforce experiments has gone haywire?
There's only one thing that can fight that. It's in me.
Again with shields. Hulk smash.
So they find him in what looks like Brazil, in
the barrio or whatever. What
yeah,
they call it.
Rio. Is it Rio de Janeiro?
In Rio, yeah.
And then in the new one, he's
in Calcutta.
Calcutta. Okay, so you know,
Kind of a different part of the world.
yeah,
also,
but same feel. He's in, you know, kind of sort of a third world country, hanging out, trying to hide.
Yeah. And that makes a lot of sense because he's trying to stay off the grid as much as possible and stuff. And so,
Right.
yeah.
It's interesting how much they sort of entwined it, but then didn't.
Right, because this was, like I was saying, this is the one Universal was doing it on their own. They came back, Marvel came to them and said, hey, we want to add something to this. And that's how we get the Thunderbolt Ross, Tony Stark meeting at the end. In the post-credit scene.
Right, but then the general guy is the same guy.
Yeah, so that's Thunderbolt Ross, and he is...
Oh, okay.
He's the one we get in Civil War. He's going to be in Black Widow. And so he's kind of the connective tissue that actually really makes this one connect inside the MCU.
Right.
Even though it's kind of not a Marvel movie.
Yeah. So it's just interesting that they could have maybe tied a few more things together. But...
There's been some push if they do another Hulk-centric, not necessarily a Hulk movie, but him being a major character, about bringing
Liv Tyler,
to kind of even be more of a connective. Abomination's dead. Spoilers, but on a 12-year-old movie.
Yeah.
But the idea of having her come, like, be, even though they kind of try to do the Natasha thing with Banner, for, flirty thing for a little bit, but now
she could also be. She's a scientist, a doctor, or something in this, so she could be somebody trying to help him. They could maybe go back and do the interim when he becomes Professor Hulk, and that she worked with him to try to.
That would actually be a cool, like, maybe like how we got to Professor Hulk, like maybe like
a Disney Plus,
like maybe
series.
like a 3-episode of like how Banner came to the realization that him and Hulk could coexist,
and then how they physically
did it would be kind of a cool little story. I know that they're trying to have Mark Ruffalo on the She-Hulk show that's coming, so you could add that kind of story arc in the She-Hulk. She-Hulk is she's I'm going to be honest, I haven't read the comic, but what I've Wikipedia is amazing, and other people who are very well known in this know all this stuff really well. I've watched a lot of stuff, and they're saying that she's a lawyer, and gets, like, she becomes the vigilante kind of thing when she can't solve things with the legal procedural stuff, and so having Mark Ruffalo come in and having him be the Hulk, trying to help She-Hulk, and then she gets the powers, and like that kind of story arc would be cool. You could throw Liv Tyler in there as part of that process. It would be really kind of cool to see that. But some stuff in this trailer, like he uses shields. Don't use shields anymore, and the CGI with the Hulk specifically doesn't necessarily hold up.
No, this one does not hold up as well as I think the Iron Man.
Abomination still looks pretty cool, at least in the trailer. But Hulk himself, just doesn't really work.
No. But
And
Edward Norton is always a win.
Edward Norton is always in, and so is Tim Roth.
And Tim Roth, oh yeah, two of our favorites.
That's why I kind of said, like, why are we not watching this more? Because it's a bunch of our favorite actors are in it. So.
Yeah.
So that's our thoughts on our new series called Now We Know, the Incredible Hulk edition, and for this trailer. So what did you guys think of this trailer? Did we miss something? Like we said, we didn't really know this one as well, but we'll work on it. We'll be sucking to the Schmodown if there was a
Incredible Hulk question, right?
So what did you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and follow us on all the social media stuff, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All those links are in the description down below. All right, until next time, if we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.